Boker Tov, everyone. I'm in downtown Raleigh this morning. I thought I'd do a little morning tour out here. This week's Parsha is Beha'alotcha. It's in the book of Numbers, and it has a really powerful story. The Bnei Israel, our people, are getting manna, eating great, but they have these cravings for meat. That's what the Torah tells us. And they basically complain and fetch to Moshe. Why do we have more meat, more meat? And those who have read the story know. In the end, what happens is Moshe talks to a group of elders and says, we'll give you meat. So much meat, in fact, that basically becomes sick and die from it. It's like, essentially be careful what you ask for, right? And it's also about complaining and about looking back. There's a quote there's a pasuk in there about how they remember back how we ate so well in Egypt, which is also unbelievable, given that first of all, they didn't eat well in Egypt probably at all, but then it's like the nostalgia and what they don't appreciate is what's in front of them. And it reminds me what I see a lot in our shul, like in any community, but definitely in our synagogue, every single person is going through challenge. Everybody has their struggles, those things you can see and those things you can't. And sometimes in our community, someone will come to me and say, either a specific person or just generally, why is my life so difficult? Why is someone else's life seems so much better? Their kids seem so much more adjusted. Their job is so much more successful or easy, or on the outside, many of us are good at putting on a good show. And there's nothing wrong with that. We want to make ourselves, we're trying to manage. I'm actually proud and I admire people who are able to put on a good face when life is very difficult. But beneath the surface, and it's the privilege what a rabbi sees, a rabbi hears, what we are able to witness, is everybody struggling. There are things internally, both on the soul, but even physical challenges or illnesses that people don't see. Struggles with family, people don't see. Be careful to ask for someone else's life. Be very careful. There are blessings in your life and challenges in your life, but so too in others as well. The point here is that each of our lives, all of us, have manna that's right here. It may become old or boring. It may be something we struggle with because we feel it's the same old manna, but it's manna, okay? It's our manna. Be careful to ask for somebody else's or something different, or see if you can take what you have and try and work with it, mold it, with God's help, with love, with community, try and shape it into something different. But just wholesale changing it, you can go travel on the whole world and still have the same problems. They don't leave you, especially when they're in your heart. That's what we learn from this parsha. Shabbat Shalom.